On this week's episode of Bet Bath and Beyond, we talk Kentucky Derby because we forgot to bet on it. We didn't even know it was really happening. So we make up for that. We talk Djokovic nailing the fucking line judge in the throat. Impeccable aim. That's Serbian. We talk good, bad, ugly bets like we always do. We talk NBA. We talk five-star bets. DraftKings has a no-brainer bet that if you can take advantage of, you should. It's literally free money. We talk about that in this episode. We talk new schedule. So with the new NFL season, we are going to record twice a week. That means we're putting out twice a week. Tuesdays and Fridays are going to be our new cadence. So every Tuesday, we're going to have a new episode. Every Friday, we're going to have a new episode. Tuesday, Friday, Friday, Tuesday. It's going to be great. We have so much content to talk about this upcoming football season. We're very excited. We have a new segment called Prop Corner, and then we end with some exciting news. We have a call line. The call line is open. It's live right now. If you're listening to this right now, that means the call line is open. Get the number. It's at the end of the episode. You can call in and you can leave a voicemail with your picks for upcoming games. And if we like it, we'll pick you. So a jam-packed episode for you. It's our longest episode yet. And it starts right now. 3, 2, 1, go. I am Ian Peacock.
And I am Andy Heidemann. And I hate sports betting. No matter what you say, I'm betting 100 on it tonight.
Welcome to Bet Bath and Beyond.
It's William Hill's fault that I couldn't fucking bet on the horses.
All right, Andrew, and we're off to the races.
I see what you did there.
Well, tell us about your horse racing woes.
Well, I'm not rich enough to actually go to the horse races, right? Because
None
who
of us
fucking
are.
is?
None of us are.
But I would have liked to really bet on these horse races just because why not? I've done it in Grand Theft Auto. It's really fun to bet on horses in Grand Theft Auto at the casino. So I think to myself, I want to do it now. But I went on William Hill, what was it, last week? And I even tweeted about it from our Twitter account. They don't offer it.
That's insane. That doesn't make any sense.
It has to be a legal thing, right? Like, I say that doing zero research. I can only imagine that they wouldn't offer it because they can't, right?
It's funny that you bring that up because we fucked up. First off, we fucked up. We didn't talk about the Kentucky Derby this past weekend. And
correct.
And well, here's the thing, Andrew. I don't think it's our fault because it wasn't on William Hill because you would have seen it, right?
True.
You
Yeah,
would have
I
seen
would have
it
bet on
in your
it.
face. And now that I think about it, I didn't see it on DraftKings. So,
Ooh.
right? You would think that I'm using DraftKings every single day. You would think that they'd be flashing that in front of my face. They
Well,
weren't.
not only that, not that I see advertisements all the time, like in years past, but I didn't see any advertisements
None.
for, right? And I don't know if they did take a huge dip financially in the sense, because it's a big event. A lot of people go and they couldn't have people in person there. I just like most sporting events right now.
Yeah, we should look that up because DraftKings definitely didn't advertise for it. I would have seen it in their lineup if it was an option to bet on. It wasn't there. It clearly wasn't on William Hill. Something fishy is going on. I think we're going to have to do an I-Team investigate.
Well, and I might sue because I would have bet on Authentic to win. So really, I lost out on a ton of money because of these fuckers.
No, I did too. I lost an infinite
Potentially billions of dollars.
The Superfecta is my bread and butter, and I would have gotten each of the top 4 horses in the right order. I'm owed $1 million.
In the right order.
Well, that's what a Superfecta is.
No, I know. I'm just laughing.
I only know that because I looked it up maybe like a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Well, I knew
I had heard of it last year, but I'd never made that bet, and I never would make that bet because I would be fucking terrified.
I would just lose money. That's
right.
what
That's
that bet is.
You know.
The horse racing people, You know, I guess it's the sports books or the track or whatever. It's not DraftKings. It's not William Hill. I'll tell you that. They're just like, hey, you know, what'd be really cool is if you bet on what horse would win. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And like, no, wait, we're not done. It would be really cool if you bet on who's going to win and then who comes in second, third, and fourth. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And if you win, we'll give you an outrageous amount of money.
Yeah. It's like betting with you if you're going to get a hole in one when we're at the golf course. I'll take that bet every time because I know you're never going to get a hole in one.
I went golfing today, and let me tell you something. I was not close to a hole in one once.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's impossible.
Wait, did you rent a golf cart?
Fucking course I did. But I split it with somebody.
Okay, Andrew. Okay, you rented a golf cart with someone. Did you both pay the same amount? And would it have been the same amount if you had just rented that golf cart on your own?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Lace them up, Andrew.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? I told you, we talked about this last time. I can't take my car on that fucking field.
Yeah, that was my nod. That was my nod to last week's episode.
The
Lace them up. Okay, Kentucky Derby. Wait.
Authentic one. Yeah.
Jinx. We just said like that whole sentence at the same time. I don't even have to mix that out.
I don't know why you would mix that out.
It's just going to be a combine of our voices for that sentence.
'Tis the Law came in second. Some of these names, man.
Okay, that's why I'm a little pissed, really pissed, that we forgot about it because we missed the greatest opportunity to do a horse name draft last week in anticipation of the Kentucky Derby. I love ranking the names.
So I see you got a list here. Are those just your top 4?
Yeah, they're my top 4. In no particular order, but I'm going to just name them off. New York Traffic, Mr. Big News, Storm the Court, and Finnick the Fierce.
Of those, I do like New York Traffic.
New York Traffic is good.
I like Storm the Court.
Storm the Court, yeah. I think Storm the Court and New York Traffic are my top 2, but Mr. Big News is just staring me right in the face with his big old horse dick, and he's like, pick my name.
I'm looking at the names here just to see if there's any that Oh, you're an idiot. There's definitely one that is better than all others.
Oh, you have the full list?
I have the full list. There's a horse named South Bend.
Yeah, why is that better?
South Bend, Indiana.
Yeah, because of Notre Dame. That's not that's a place. No, Andrew.
Yeah, of course it's a fucking place. Notre Dame's there.
I looked at that name. I was like, okay, Notre Dame. Move on.
Dude, Money Moves. That's a great name also.
Money Moves is okay, but look, it's no Mr. Big News or New York Traffic.
Mr. Big News is funny, but I kind of like winning
Big
impression.
News. Hold on. Mr. Big News is now my number one.
It's funny because I would bet you a significant amount that his name is actually Mr. Big Nose, and it was just a typo.
Is Mr. Big News married? Is there a Mrs. Big News?
Not anymore.
Oh.
He didn't get first. He left her.
I included Finnick the Fierce because I was a big Hunger Games guy, and Finnick Odair was my favorite character in the series.
Sure,
yeah. So
sure.
Finnick the Fierce. And also, I'm a big fan of alliteration. You put alliteration in any name, and I'm going to like it.
I'll keep that in mind for future segments.
Lululemon.
Yeah, do you buy a lot of Lululemon?
Do
you wear a lot of Lululemon?
I'm going to plead the fifth on that. So, Mr. Big News. Okay, so that is the second horse racing. I didn't know this because I have not paid attention to horse racing at all this year. But the Kentucky Derby is usually the first race in the Triple Crown series. I do know that. Okay, it's actually the second.
Is this just because of COVID?
I guess so, yeah. I guess they kind of switched the schedules up because of COVID, because the Belmont Stakes, which is usually the last race in the Triple Crown, it was first. It would happen in June.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
I don't think I knew that. Maybe I did. I don't think so.
I want to get big into horse racing, Ian.
First off, we have to up the class like about 1,000. And we have to buy pimpin' suits.
No, here the funny thing is we're gonna bring them down to our level.
No,
yeah,
I don't want that.
And they're not gonna like it, but it's what's gonna happen.
You're
It's
gonna
way
wear
easier to
like
drag somebody down.
you're gonna wear like Nike slides to like the
Oh,
race
fuck yeah,
course.
my white ones.
Oh my god, Andrew, you golf in those too, and it drives me fucking insane.
I golf in those barely, like sometimes. Today I wore my my Metcons.
That's great. But we've definitely gone golfing before in Iowa, and I realized I was golfing with an Iowan when you showed up to the golf course wearing white athletic slides
Hey,
to
let me tell you
walk around
something.
in.
It helps my putting.
No, it does not. Nothing helps your putting.
It's a New York. I'm looking at the fucking New York traffic name and I'm reading it. It helps keep my balance and whatnot.
Mr. Big News. Hey, how's it going? I'm Mr. Big News.
Question about these horses. So do these exact horses, all of the same horses, do they race in the next big race of the Triple Crown, or do only certain ones that like think they have a chance to win it? I mean, like if you race in Kentucky Derby and you get last, do you still go to the other races?
So, great question. I do not have the answer. I do know, however, that not all the horses will race in the next race.
Okay.
In the Pimlico, which is October 3rd. Andrew, we are not missing the last race of the Triple Crown.
I'll watch it. I'll be excited to watch it, and we can talk about horse names. But if there's not a way to bet on it, I will probably riot.
I-Team Investigates. The Bath Boys Investigates. We're going to have to do a little investigation series on it.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Okay, good. Also, Tis the Law, with the horse that came in second.
Mm-hmm.
He won the Belmont Stakes.
Oh, shit. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, so Authentic kind of played spoiler there. Sad.
Damn. Gotta love the chance to win the Triple Crown, though, you know?
Do you know the horse that won? Can you name one horse that's won a Triple Crown?
Seabiscuit.
Did Seabiscuit win a Triple Crown?
I have no idea.
He's famous, so I hope he did.
There was one like 2 years ago that won the Triple Crown, right?
I want to say it was 2015.
Oh, was it that long ago?
I think
Was
so.
it
Maybe 2017.
Her Name Desire?
No, it was American Pharoah.
American Pharoah. I wonder, is there a top list of horse names all time?
If there's not, we should make one.
I mean, I agree with that. I'm going to look that up right now. Top horse racing names.
I am looking up the Triple Crown, and I got a restaurant. There's the Triple Crown restaurant in
Secretariat.
Chicago. Yeah, no, I've heard of Secretariat. They had a fucking movie with Tobey Maguire.
Right.
Or is that
I'm looking at
Seabiscuit?
names here. There's Secretariat, American Pharoah, Seattle Slew, California Chrome,
Oh,
Spectacular Bid. I like that.
okay, Andrew. American Pharoah, I just looked this up. American Pharoah, I was right, won in 2015, but Justify won in 2018. So you're right.
Oh, Justify. Okay, I was gonna say I thought there was one recently, but
But I was right about American Pharoah.
yes, you were.
I remember.
Credit where credit's due.
I do remember because my brother was graduating high school, and I was in the parking lot to watch that race, to watch him win the Triple Crown.
I also like Sunday Silence.
Sunday Silence.
That
Okay.
plays to you as well.
Okay. That is ranking horse names. I can't do this anymore.
How could you not? I could literally. The whole show's about this now. Just so you're aware.
What if we just did that the whole show and we just didn't even
I think
tell anyone?
we'd have a whole lot of angry, like tens of angry listeners
tens of angry listeners on our doorstep.
who would turn. They'd turn in next week too because they'd want to hear more horse names, but they'd be upset about it.
Okay, you just said next week, and that just reminded me. I think we need to tell our viewers, our tens of listeners,
And we're canceling.
that we're done. We're hanging up our hat. It's been good. 7 episodes is way too much.
It's a lot of work.
Just joking. We're going to 2 times a week. We're going to record twice a
baby.
week. We're going to put out twice a week. It's going to be great.
Dude, and it's the NFL season. Like, we're going to have so much to talk about. I'm going to help all of you in your fantasy football drafts. And we're going to help you win some money. Because if there's anything that I know how to bet on, it's the NFL.
You had me until that last part.
Listen, I can
we need to
guarantee
make
money,
money.
mate.
We need to
I
make
can
money.
guarantee it. That's legally binding.
Okay, Andrew, you just got us. You're gonna get us in trouble. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm gonna have to deal with it. So,
That's how all my transactions with you work. I get us into trouble and then you fix it.
yeah. Or you basically come to me and tell me that a bet is basically a surefire bet, and then get me into trouble because I lose thousands of dollars on it.
Hey, who knew that Porzingis wasn't going to play? I'm just saying.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Super Bowl 55 bet. But anyway,
I am so upset. That's a story for another day.
another day. You know what we'll do? We will tell that story on when we record for Super Bowl 55.
Super Bowl story time?
Super Bowl story time. It'll be a segment.
All right.
So,
All right.
our new, just because we said a lot of bullshit just now, for real, starting next week. So, week 2 of the NFL season, we are going from just recording on Monday nights and releasing on Tuesdays to recording on Monday and Thursday nights. And our new release schedule is going to be Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yep. I think we'll release at the same time, both Tuesdays and Fridays, but those will be the days that we expect to release. And you guys get to benefit from all that. All the hot news and all the perfect line readings on Friday for the games to come on Sunday.
Yeah. And plus, we get to record during Thursday Night Football. More
Where I
content.
can drink a fuck ton. I might be drunk. Thursday might be drunk Andy nights.
Yeah. You can get drunk on Thursdays. I'll get drunk on Mondays.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And you can mix the podcast.
That sounds less great. We're going to have to talk to somebody about that. I'll have a problem and I'll have to come to you with it.
So Tuesdays and Fridays. Our new schedule
See you
starting
there.
next week.
Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we'll recap probably at the end of the show here just to make sure
for
anyone.
I'll say it at least 5 more times, most likely.
Djokovic, tennis
Okay.
prodigy.
Number 1, ranked number
The
1 in the
Joker.
world. Well, yeah, he's a villain, all right.
People don't like him.
No, I like him. I like him.
I think he's a phenomenal tennis player.
He is a phenomenal tennis player. He can hit a small throat 50 feet away with a tennis ball.
Without even looking.
He's very good at it. He has
you-
impeccable aim.
For those who don't know, Djokovic is a tennis player. He's playing in the U.S. Open, and he was a little frustrated. And I don't know if you've seen the video. I'll let you speak to that in a moment. But I watched the video. It did not look malicious. It did look like he was not paying attention, and that is dangerous. Like when you're a pro athlete doing anything with like that, you know what I mean? Don't just hit a ball randomly.
Right.
But he hit a ball out of frustration, and it hit a line ref in the throat, and they weren't able to continue. And they had to be replaced on the line judge staff, and they kicked him. He defaulted in the U.S. Open.
He lost. Yeah, no, he lost. And yeah, I saw the video. It didn't look malicious. Oh my god, dude! But he nailed her. He nailed her right in the
absolutely.
fucking throat. Like she kind of does this little like gag noise as soon as it just gets smashed in her throat, and she collapses to the ground.
And he looks remorseful.
Oh,
I mean, it's
as
not
soon
like
as soon as he realizes what he did, there's like a different angle where like it just shows his face. It doesn't show the line judge. And as someone on Twitter slow-moed it, and it was like at this moment, Djokovic knew that he lost, you know?
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And it like shows his face in slow-mo. Like as soon as he hits the ball, like you can tell his eyes just like light up, and he's like, oh, fuck. And it just it just nails her. And I mean, just like you said, he goes to her, makes sure she's okay. She being a little dramatic, you know. I know she got death threats, so that sucks. But
Yeah, I mean, don't threaten people with their lives just because because here's the thing, whether or not they made the decision that he could play, I don't think that they were the one who made that call.
no, the line judge was not the person that said he can't play anymore.
Right, exactly. Like she was just the one who just was like, I can't continue. And I think, and a lot of people are speculating that if she could have continued and it wouldn't have been that bad, it was the fact that they had to replace her on the line that made people go, okay, like he has to be reprimanded for it.
Oh,
From what I've read.
Oh, I that's not what I've heard. I heard that like he would have gotten kicked or defaulted either way.
Oh, really? I mean, again, that was just what I'd read. I don't know if that's. I'm not a tennis connoisseur,
And neither am I. So
and I
that
probably never will be.
big disclaimer.
I
I do
know,
play tennis.
I know 5 tennis players, 6 tennis players.
You can name 6 tennis players right now.
Yep.
Go ahead.
There's Djokovic, Federer. Then there is the Williams sisters, and then there is and then there's Osaka. She is I think she's a Japanese tennis player.
Yeah.
She's also very good. Then the 6th one is a male tennis player. I can't think of his name right now. The top 3 are Djokovic, Federer, and fuck, I can't. Do you know who I'm missing?
Well, I was going to say, are you thinking of Rafael Nadal?
Yeah, I am thinking of Nadal.
Okay, so I think it's hilarious that you just said the Williams sisters and just like bunch them up.
Well, okay. Why? I mean, everyone knows.
Do you know their names?
Serena and
It's a planet.
Venus. There you go.
Pluto. We were looking for Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet.
Pluto is
there,
not a planet. Okay. So, well, that's pretty good, Andrew. I'm surprised that you could have named. I mean, you didn't name 6 or 7, but you named 5.
I did name 5. I fucked up. I couldn't get it all. I'm sorry, okay?
There's also John McEnroe. He's the hothead. He's retired, though.
He's retired. Okay.
And Billie Jean King. How could you miss Billie Jean King?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not. I told you, I'm not a tennis guy.
Okay, so anyway, back to Djokovic. He defaulted. He was the number 1 seed. He obviously loses in the tournament. The person he was playing advances. I think it was the first time a Canadian had ever advanced to the quarterfinals in the U.S. Open.
Ooh, Canadians.
Canadians putting their name on the map. Thanks to the line judge. The line judge might have been Canadian.
Oh, we should look into that. Another investigation.
Yep, I-Team investigation. Bath Boys are on it.
Oh,
I'm writing these. No, I'm writing this down. So,
all right, we'll
why
talk
can't
about it.
we bet on horse racing on your, average, on your popular sports books like William Hill and DraftKings, and then also is the line judge who got nailed in the fucking throat by Djokovic Canadian?
The world wants to know.
The world wants to know, and we will give them answers next week.
Yeah. Okay, you want to move on from tennis?
I guess, yeah. I don't have anything
What do you mean
else
you
to
guess?
contribute.
I'd much
I don't have
rather
anything
talk
else to No, I don't have anything else to contribute.
Is that a lie?
For the
Are you upset
rest
with me?
for the rest of the episode, I have nothing else to talk about. My notes literally say Kentucky Derby and nailed line judge in the throat.
Throw it in all caps.
Throw it in all caps.
Just so everyone knows.
So my assistant sent it over.
So you were making some FanDuel bets.
No, I don't play FanDuel, Andy.
Oh, why do your notes say FanDuel?
That's called a ruse, Andrew. Maybe you should think for yourself and not just listen to my notes.
You want me to go off script? Because I'll fucking go off script.
It was a typo. I totally meant DraftKings.
I was wondering. I was like, man, did he like try FanDuel? I don't know. Is FanDuel even available right now in Chicago?
No, I think they're in the works. But as
Okay.
we all know, I'm a DraftKings guy through and through.
Yeah, you never change.
I will not. No, I will not. I love their app. So we were talking about it last week. DraftKings is finally in Chicago. Dumped Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers is trash. Trash Rivers is done. They're drowned. They're drowned. They're gone. They're
Violent.
dead. So I discovered a prop bet on DraftKings that Trash Rivers definitely did not have. And it was to bet on the next field goal in basketball. It is a wild ride. It is a wild ride, and I love it. And I basically did that all last week, and I won $100.
What game were you betting that on?
I was betting on fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing. I know what game that I lost $100 because that was the Rockets and the Thunder. So basically,
Right.
Tuesday night. Who played Tuesday? Last Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
I know what it was. It was the Nuggets and the Jazz.
Oh, the game 7.
Yes, I won $100 on Tuesday, basically betting who was gonna, if the next field goal was gonna be a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer for the Nuggets and the Jazz. I won $100. It was awesome. Basically, you just kind of watch the game and you're like, okay, I think I'm literally like, okay, I think the next one's going to be a 2-pointer. And I just hammer that like 5 times in a row, like $20 a piece. And I won 5 times in a row. It was great.
Can you parlay those?
You cannot.
Okay, I was just curious.
At least I don't think so.
Like the next one's going to be a 2-pointer, and the one after that's going to be a 3-pointer.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Because they only give you that one option. And then as soon as it's scored, then it refreshes, and then you can bet on the next field goal.
Okay.
So Nuggets Jazz won $100. I'm feeling on top of the fucking world. I also, and this kind of like leads into my good, bad, ugly bets of last week, I also won like $50 on the Flyers game. It was Flyers, Islanders, and what I did was I kind of like took the winnings from the field goal bets, and I just fucking put it on the Flyers because they were going into overtime, and I was like, I like the Flyers in overtime. I feel like the Flyers can win in overtime, and they did. It was fucking awesome. And so I probably was up $150 that night alone. And then the next night happened. Wednesday night happened, and it all went to shit because I lost it all betting that stupid next field goal prop bet that I just talked about, but it was for the Rockets Thunder Game 7. And let me tell you, they were fucking raining threes like there was no tomorrow. Like God gave them a hall pass and said, here you go, for the next 10 minutes, you guys can just hit threes all you want. Don't worry about it.
So what did you only bet on like 2-point field goals?
I only bet on 2 points. I only bet on 2 points.
You're
because
a clown. No,
because that's
it in.
Andrew, that's the logic. Like honestly, that's the logic. Like the next one is going to be a 2-pointer. And let me tell you, the high that you get when you see someone step up for a 3-pointer and fucking shoot it, and the high you get when that basket is missed is unlike anything ever.
I don't know.
Dude, when you see that ball in the air, your heart is like suspended and you're like, "Oh my god, if this goes in, I'm done. I'm done." And then you hit it and then you see it like rim out and you're like, "Oh my god." And then fast break layup. There is no better feeling. There is no better I dare you to tell me a better feeling than that.
Eventually, I will go and I will set up my DraftKings sportsbook, like my actual sportsbook, instead of being able to only do DFS on it, and then I will try to do these bets.
Is DraftKings available in Iowa?
Yeah, DraftKings is available. I just have to go to a casino to set it up.
Oh my god. And it can't be the Isle, can it?
Cannot be the Isle. That's restricted for only William Hill, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Eventually, though. Eventually. I do plan to do it because I'm a degenerate and I would like to,
That's weird that you have to go in person. I didn't have to go in person for Illinois.
You guys are a better state.
Double check that after this, Andrew. I don't believe you.
I promise you. I already have. I tried to do through my bank because here's what bothers me. I can bring money into my DraftKings DFS account from my bank account without having to go anywhere. I tried to do that same thing with their sportsbook, and they don't let me. They say you have to go to a place. I even tried to link the accounts, and they're like, you can't do that.
Damn, dude. Well, anyway, that's my good and bad. Is I won like $150 one night, lost it all the next night because the Rockets Thunder made like 5 threes in a row.
I don't have any ugly bets or bad bets. I do have a good bet. I bet on the North American League of Legends Pro series.
Ooh,
they're in their
esports.
finals. Esports. We're evolving. I bet on the TSM Team Solo Mid. They played FlyQuest and they play a best of 5 series in League of Legends. And TSM won the first 2 games. It was looking like it was going to be an easy sweep, which is great because I bet on TSM. And I was very, very excited that I thought I was going to get a quick, fast, I bet like $25 to win close to $40, something like that. TSM then lost the next 2 games in the 5-game series, and I was sitting there like fucking nervous that they were going to throw it because I thought they were the clear favorite. I've been watching all of North American LCS this season, and then the final game was a stomp. TSM rolled them completely. I won my money. So thank you, God.
How many people who are listening to this podcast do you think know anything of what you just said?
Well, I'm listening, so 1. I got another guy who listens who he'll know, and that might be it.
Okay. So that was for Andrew? That was for yourself
Yeah.
and also your buddy who.
Well, I'm just saying, if you could talk soccer, I could talk LCS.
Okay.
You're lucky I don't. You're lucky I don't talk LCK or LPL, which is like
Please
Korean
God
and Chinese.
no. Please God no. Oh my God. But talking soccer. Speaking of soccer,
sure.
the most popular sport in the world, the beautiful
I don't think
game.
that's true.
Andrew, the beautiful game. Messi is staying with Barcelona. Did you hear this?
I did hear that. He said it in an interview or something, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, but I saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
Look, he's staying with Barcelona. He's actually Argentinian, but I'm assuming he also speaks Spanish because he's just played for Barcelona for so long.
You'd be surprised. I don't know how that works in other sports, but you're gonna be upset. Going back to esports, no, seriously, like
No, I'm done.
They do imports like from other regions, like Korean or from China. And initially, there are language barriers, like when you're playing with that person, because the way you play the sport itself, like physically, is not dictated by like what language you speak, right? It's just your communication, which is usually, obviously, it's a big thing, but a lot of people think we can get that and work around it. So it's interesting. I don't know how that works. I know how it works with league. I don't know how that works with like soccer. If that's something like you have to learn a certain language before they'll sign you, that'd be interesting.
Okay, so he is from Argentina. Lionel Messi is. And I just checked because I'm a fucking moron. They speak Spanish in Argentina. That is their main
so it's
language.
perfect.
Because Brazil, see, it's tricky down there in the Latin
They
Americans,
speak
in South America.
Portuguese.
Yes, Brazil is a big Portuguese-speaking country, and you would think that maybe they'd speak Spanish, but no, Portuguese. So I didn't know if it was that kind of situation.
That's very exciting that he's staying. I'm sure that will
Oh, yeah,
bring
I'm
him
sure.
many
You're
wins, or it'll bring him lots of losses. I don't really know. I couldn't tell you.
The odds for him staying in Barcelona plus 175.
Did you bet it?
No, I didn't bet it, but
I'm just checking.
we're a betting podcast, so I'm just putting the line out there. Someone bet it.
I mean, they must have, right?
Well, yeah, no, definitely. So nice. So you don't have any bad. You don't have any ugly. You have that
Nope.
good. You have good. I have some good. I have some bad. I have a little bit of ugly. I lost $15 to my little sister's boyfriend this past weekend.
Hate to see it.
He hustled me. He's a hustler.
Oh, good.
So we got to talking, and he made it seem like he's a novice, like he doesn't know anything about sports betting. And I was like, oh, okay, well. And we got talking about the Bucks and the Heat game that was going on that night. At that point, the Heat were up 2-0, so they were up 2-0 in the series.
Okay.
And I was like, no way the Bucks go down 3-0, right? No way. I mean, they're expected to win. So I was just like, listen, man, if you're so cocky, because he was. Here's the thing, Andrew. He was dissing Giannis, okay? Giannis, our Lord and Savior, Greek freak. He was
I'll
dissing
say this:
him.
a lot of people have been dissing him lately.
I don't like that talk. I don't like that.
Do you know what they're saying?
That he's the Scottie Pippen?
He's Pippen. They're calling him Pippen.
I know.
What do you think about
Disrespectful.
that?
Well, Scottie Pippen is like a top 25 player.
All time? Sure.
Yeah, I'd say so. Top 25.
Yeah. I mean, I could get behind that. Pippen was
So-
great. Pippen could score, but he needed Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so I guess being compared to a top 25 player when he's still so young is not the worst thing in the world. But
they're not saying, hey, you're a Pippen because he's a top 25 player. They're saying you're a Pippen because he doesn't have a Jordan and he can't do it without a Jordan. That's that's the insult. And I'm starting to want. I mean, it's not fair. I mean, he doesn't have a lot around him, and when LeBron doesn't have a lot around him, people go, oh, I mean, it's LeBron's job to carry it. I get that, but LeBron and Giannis are not the same.
No, they're not. And you know what? Anyway, to go back to the bet, just to wrap that up, the Heat won. I owe him $10. I Venmoed him. They're up 3-0 at the time. Now the Bucks won last night, but
Which is crazy because Giannis left in like the third quarter.
yeah, I didn't watch it, but I should have. And I saw the highlights this morning, and honestly, I thought they were going to get swept after they went down 3-0 on Friday. I thought that the Bucks were going to get swept, and I probably would have lost another $10 to that kid because he would have probably bet on the Bucks.
Dude, I can't believe that the Bucks are in this situation currently.
They're done. They're done. Now the question is, do they win one more game before they get eliminated, or do the Heat just finish them off tomorrow?
I think it depends if Giannis plays.
What's wrong with him?
Sprained ankle.
Oh, they're done. They're done. I mean, he'll play.
I don't know, dude. If he plays, in my opinion, if Giannis plays, it says to me that he is not going to try to ask for a trade or see if he can get a different contract with another team. If he doesn't play, it says to me that he might be looking to be done with the Bucks.
Andrew, no. If you're Giannis and you're MVP, okay, you're gonna play. You're gonna play no matter what. That's just
I don't know, dude.
I don't respect
He's
him.
so
He
young.
is no longer our Lord and Savior if he doesn't play tomorrow. If it's a sprained
I'd like you to
fucking
know
ankle.
that I'll have you know that he was never the Lord and Savior. LeBron is the greatest basketball player
I
currently
hate you so much, Andrew.
of our time. Hey, who's better, LeBron or Giannis? Tell me that right now.
LeBron.
Okay,
I'm
there
not
we
going
go.
to
We're
lie
done.
on this podcast. I will not lie.
And I
on
wouldn't
this
ask you
podcast.
to. I wouldn't ask you to. I'm just saying we're done. That's it.
But Giannis has the potential to be better than
Sure.
LeBron. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm not.
do you want to? Okay. How about this? Andrew? How about this? Let's bet if we think Giannis is going to play tomorrow. I think he is.
Oh, I'll bet you that. I bet Giannis does not play tomorrow.
Oh, okay. This is what the podcast is all about. It's about these live bets between me and you for the audience that don't care.
Yeah, honestly, I'll drop a $5 on it right now. Rich blood.
Okay. I need to start digging my hole. I need to start digging out of my hole that I created this past weekend with my little sister's boyfriend because I told you I lost $15 and that was 10. The next day, I lost $5 because I lost to FIFA. Not to him,
You
though.
lost it.
No, not
Oh,
to
okay.
him. I was playing my brother in FIFA, and he was watching, and he was fucking chirping at me. This guy gets under my skin, man. And he said, I'll bet you $5 that you don't win this game. I was like, fuck you, dude. I'm going to smoke
Yeah, of
my
course,
brother.
I'll take that.
My brother went in overtime. Golden goal.
Ooh,
Fuck
it was
me.
close though.
Yeah, it was close. Of course it was close, but it's not the result you want.
Nah, you hate to see it, but you know,
So down $15
Stay humble.
from that fucking kid.
we'll start the dig.
I got to start digging out.
Okay, speaking of NBA, what do we got? We got Bucks Heat tomorrow.
Yep. Which we just bet on.
Which
sorta.
we bet on Giannis playing. Who do you have winning the game?
I think the Heat. I think the Heat are going to finish them off.
Think so?
Even if
Jimmy
you,
G
I mean,
buckets?
I obviously think Giannis is going to play that, or else I wouldn't bet on it. But I still think even if Giannis plays, he's not going to be 100%. And the only reason why they won yesterday, they had to take it to OT. They had to take the
Yeah, they
game
did.
into overtime. I think the Heat are just, I mean, I hate to say it, but superior to the Bucks, which is weird to say.
Here's where things get tricky, right? I think there's a better chance that the Bucks win if Giannis doesn't play, because I think if Giannis does play, his hurt ankle is going to be a liability. I think he's going to be. I think it's going to be a Luka situation.
But who's going to step up?
I don't know. Lopez, maybe.
Who stepped up last night when Giannis left the game?
I actually don't know. I didn't see the box score. I just saw the final result. Because I honestly, when I heard Giannis was hurt, I just stopped paying attention because I thought it was done. I was very surprised that they won.
Dude, if I was watching that game and Giannis goes out, I'm live betting right then and there the Heat are sweeping. So it's actually a very good that I wasn't watching last night.
And then what do we got? We got Lakers and Rockets. They're tied 1-1.
Yeah, this might be a good series.
It might be. LeBron played crazy the other day.
Yeah, on
Like,
Saturday.
He had two awesome dunks. He had one poster over Russ. I mean, he had a sick block. I think he had two sick blocks.
Oh, no, this was yesterday. He played.
This was
They played
yesterday.
Sunday, right?
What's that?
They played
Yeah.
Sunday, right? Yeah, okay. So I didn't watch that game either. I didn't watch any basketball after Friday night, but I'm excited to watch the rest of this series.
Yeah, that should be good. What is it? So the Clippers are they up? No, they're tied. They're tied 1-1 and they're playing right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Celtics won, right? I forgot to check before we
Yeah,
started
Celtics
recording.
won. They're up 2-1, right?
Ooh. I'm taking the Raptors in this series.
I don't think I am. I think the Celtics are too green to lose.
Oh, actually, no, they're up 3-2.
Celtics
Never
are?
mind. Yeah, I'm
I
taking
was
the
wrong,
Celtics.
but
Yeah,
I still take the Celtics.
yeah. I'm taking the Celtics now.
New information has come in. I will be taking the Celtics.
Okay, so Clippers, Nuggets. I'm going to take Clippers
I mean,
on
I'll,
that. I'm
I'll
a big
take the Clippers
Kawhi.
to win it.
Yeah.
But hey, they're holding them, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I wonder-
Nuggets
well-
played pretty well against the Jazz, so
Who do you think is winning that game right now?
I'm going to say Nuggets.
Let me look. Clippers, Nuggets. It looks like it is. Nuggets are up by 2 points, 57-59 halftime.
Oh, I want to live bet this so bad.
I want the Nuggets to win it so bad. Fuck
No,
Kawhi.
here's what you
Fuck
do.
the
No,
Clippers.
Andrew, here's what you do. You take the Clippers because the Clippers are going to win, okay?
I don't think that's true, actually.
I keep
Do you wanna bet it with
contradicting
me?
myself. I keep contradicting myself, but I think the Clippers are going to win this series. I definitely do.
Oh, sure.
I definitely thought that the Nuggets were winning just because I have psychic powers. And
Right.
I definitely think the Celtics are going to come back in the second half and win. So the odds that are in the sports book right now, the best it's going to be. All game.
Okay, sure.
That's not true. But I might throw some money on that.
You want to bet me on it?
No.
I got I got the Nuggets to win this game.
Do you? Okay, then if you do, all right. Another 5?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's 2 bets.
I bet. Moneyline Nuggets, you got Clippers?
Yes.
All right, I'm in on it.
Okay, so that's two bets. Giannis playing tomorrow. I got Clippers. You got Nuggets.
Yep. We'll know that. We'll know the Nuggets one tonight. Hopefully, unless they're playing into tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, no, that doesn't. No, Andrew, we'll know it tonight.
So the Kansas City Chiefs.
We're just gonna talk football now.
Yeah, I mean, we have 20 minutes left. That's probably 20 minutes shy of what
Did
we
you
talk
just
about
time
football,
check
but
us?
I always time check us.
No
Who's going to be
time-
responsible? No one here is responsible but me.
Okay, so that was NBA. Holy shit, Andrew! I know I don't sound it because I'm super fucking tired, but I am so fucking excited for the NFL to be back this week.
Dude, you got no idea.
Dude, it feels like fucking Christmas Eve. It's honestly, I was thinking about it on Sunday. I was like, this time next week, I'll be watching the Ravens playing, and it filled me with happiness.
It's actually, this will be the first opening Sunday that I miss because I'm going to be flying.
Oh my God, that's right. You're gonna be in Chicago.
Sort of. My flight isn't until I think it's 2 something, which means I'll get to watch part of the beginning. I'll probably get to watch part of the first half. But
And well, here's the thing. At least you're not gonna miss the opening game on Thursday night.
correct, because we will be watching that together.
Yes, we will. Andy's coming to Chicago. We're gonna record a little segment that we'll put into next Tuesday's episode. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Oh, it'll be so fun. And I'm already excited to talk about this next. Well, first, let's talk about your 5-star bet, your no-brainer bet.
Okay, so this wasn't my bet. This is a bet that DraftKings is currently providing in their sportsbook. I've already bet on it, and I feel like I'm advertising DraftKings. They're not affiliated with us. I just love them. I love them. Will you marry me, DraftKings? Because I love you so much.
Dude, I mean,
I will. I mean, I'm already married, but I will go Mormon, and they could be my second wife, my
that's
other
the
wife.
law.
Yeah, no, that's how it works, right? I'll move to Utah if I have to.
Sounds not great.
Or I mean, it's beautiful out there. Post Malone
Okay,
lives
their
there.
football team isn't great.
Post Malone lives there. Andrew, did you hear me? Post Malone lives there.
I did, but I was doing my best not to yawn into the microphone just for you.
Dude,
I was
I'm
like, if I yawn into this, he's gonna yell at me.
I was, but I honestly don't blame you. I'm so fucking tired. I feel
I
like
am too, and it's the long weekend too. Well, you came from a wedding.
yes. So I haven't mentioned it, but came from Baltimore this past weekend to celebrate my sister getting married. and it's just been a really long weekend. Congrats, Una and Michael.
Ooh.
Pikel.
Are you gonna bleep those names out?
No, I'm not, because they don't have gambling addictions like the last person
That we know
bleeped
of.
out.
That we know of.
That's true. That's true.
Well, okay. So, DraftKings, they offered you a sick bet.
No, it's very healthy, Andrew. It's a
Okay.
5-star, no-brainer bet. Okay, this is a bet right now that you can bet on DraftKings if you have the Sportsbook app. Kansas City Chiefs plus 101 spread against the Texans. I'm going to repeat that, Andrew, because I'm sure someone just double took and rewound a little bit. Kansas City Chiefs plus 101 for the spread against the Texans. That means that all Kansas City has to do is come within 101 points of the Texans Thursday night, and you win the game. It's a no-ball, bustin', brainer bet. 5 stars. Honestly, it's an infinity star bet. If I could bet my house, if I could bet the condo that I'm living in and put that up and all my savings and my 401k into this no-brainer ball bustin' bet, I would.
I think you can.
I know.
You just got to liquidate it all.
I can't because DraftKings
Oh, that's right. They were smart.
has a maximum, of course, because they're not stupid.
Make other
either.
accounts.
yeah. That's
Do what they did. The people from that game or for the matchmaking reality show did and make all those DraftKings accounts.
Oh yeah, okay, that was different because it was the fucking Bachelor.
That was fantasy or whatever.
Oh man, yeah.
Throwback.
Tanner and Jada.
Nah, I don't watch that garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they had to return their money. They had to return the money because
Although we should be betting on The Bachelor moving forward.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean it's coming back, so we'll have a little segment for that. That's a good idea, Andrew.
I have them once in a while.
Once in a very long time, but yes. So
here's my question about your bet, because that is a great bet. Obviously, it's phenomenal. On the 0.00001% chance that they do lose by over 101 points,
are those
what
the odds?
happens?
Are those really the odds?
It's got to be honestly worse than that. But my question is, like, do people riot?
Could you imagine like Mahomes like back to back like MVP one season, wins the Super Bowl the next season, gets paid a shit ton of money in the offseason, and then loses by 101 points to the Texans, and everyone who bet on that game for the DraftKings no-brainer bet just riots.
Dude, how much money does DraftKings make off of that bet? That'd be crazy.
Too much.
They would make so much.
They would be like, we don't know what to do with this. Have you seen the SpongeBob episode where they're making those pretty patties? And they're like, we tried burning it, we tried burying it, but now we're just going to give it away for free. That would be DraftKings.
Yeah, exactly.
If the Chiefs don't win. I mean, if the Chiefs don't cover that spread.
101 points.
101.
Anyway, that's a 5-star no-brainer. I like it.
No-brainer and $50 max. So you bet $50, you're going to get like 95 back. I mean, free money. It's free fucking money.
Yeah,
Take it.
Absolutely. Okay, so next on our schedule is for us to talk about our schedule, which we've already done. But again, reiterate, we're going to start releasing 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So keep an eye out for that. This Thursday is opening night, Texans Chiefs. We got some numbers here. The spread is -9.
Yeah, that's dropped a point since we last
It has
checked.
dropped a point. And where are you thinking on this?
I'm taking Chiefs. I'm not,
Chiefs.
dude. I am not on the Texans bandwagon. I am not a Deshaun Watson fan.
That's
they don't
crazy
have,
that you're not a Deshaun Watson fan.
dude. No, I don't think I think he's overhyped. I think he's overhyped. Bill O'Brien is a clown. You know what? Lace him up because this is this is our lace him up segment. Bill O'Brien, lace him up. You're this week's lace him up candidate. Put on your shoes
And winner.
And you're the only candidate, and you're the winner. Lace them up. We're going to be sending you an official Bet Bath & Beyond clown shoes, signed by me, of course, and Andy. And you can put them on,
You can do whatever you want with them. We're not going to stop you.
but put them on. and then walk
and take a
around.
picture.
Yeah, and walk around the facilities, the Texans facilities, wearing the clown shoes.
I do want you to know that I think I would take the Texans to cover the spread.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
Because I think that they're better than a lot of people think. I think that the fact that they got rid of DeAndre Hopkins does suck. I mean, it's a huge blow to their wide receiver core, like crazy. But they've never had an all right running back. Like, if David Johnson is anything, like if he's not injured and he can actually play to the best of his ability, he is a good running back. They have a pretty good offensive line, and if Watt is feeling up to it, like if he's not going to be hurt, I think this can be a good team. I don't think they're gonna beat the Chiefs, but 9 points is a lot of points in football.
It is. That's a Pat's spread right there.
Right. I think that the Texans could cover that, so I think I would take that.
Okay.
Now
well,
over under is 54.5. Where are you on that?
over. You got to hammer the over on this one.
That's so high. 54.5 is so high.
Dude, but look, I mean, you have two gunslingers. One is significantly better than the other gunslinger, but you still have two gunslingers. You don't have DeAndre Hopkins, but still, I'm taking the over on that. I'm smashing that. Plus, it's the first game of the season. I don't have any statistics.
Of course you're going to bet the over. I'm not going to bet
Yeah.
the over on that. I bet the under.
Wow. We should just...
I know it's going against rule 2, which is hammer the over, but...
Oh, that's your rule. That's not my rule, but that's your bet commandment rule.
Okay, so that's Thursday. That's week 1. Those are the big bets there. Obviously, money line, we're both going to take Chiefs. I don't think that's much of a debate.
No, I'm taking Texans. I'm taking the Chiefs to cover the money line -9, but then I'm taking the Texans money line.
Did you buy 45 points?
I
45
did get
points, please.
this just reminded me. I did get some feedback at the wedding that I was at.
Oh, for the podcast?
For the podcast, because we have some listeners at the wedding. No relation to us, maybe a little.
Not to
maybe.
me.
Some people who listen to us like hearing us talk about sports. And
okay, that's good.
They like us because we're funny and we're smart and we're witty and we're good looking. All of which you can just tell by listening to the podcast, right?
Right. Or looking at that picture of us in the tub.
Right, that too. So one of the feedback was for us to go into detail what spreads are, what's money line, what's over-unders, because
that's
some people who listen to our sports betting podcast don't know what that means, what those terms mean.
Okay. So money line is the simplest one. Money line is just who do you think is going to win, the Chiefs or the Texans, right? So I'm going to money line bet. I'm going to bet on the Chiefs to win. If the Chiefs win, I make my money, right?
Right. I know what that means, Andrew.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to
me.
pretend you don't because that's going to be easiest for me.
But I do know. I don't understand. I do
so
know what
Ian,
the
a
money line
spread
means.
When the spread here says -9, right? It means that the Chiefs are not only going to win, but they're going to win by 9 points or more.
9 times.
What? All right.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
I was like so in the zone. I'm like trying to teach these degenerates on how we do this sports betting thing.
Your son Ferris has missed a total of 9 times this semester. 9 times? 9 times.
And then he drives the car into reverse into the school building.
I don't think you've seen this movie.
Are you kidding me? That's what a classic. Bueller. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Chiefs are favored by 9. That means that the Chiefs don't only... Like, if you bet on the Chiefs at -9, not only do they have to win the game, they have to do it by 9 points or more. The Texans
gotcha. Andrew,
can
wait, I
lose...
have a question.
Oh, yeah.
What if it's 9 exactly?
Oh, you see, then that's called a push.
Interesting.
Right, and a push means everyone go home, everyone gets their money back.
Oh, so you don't get to actually push somebody in the...
No,
you don't get
can.
to push a representative of the sports book. Like, you get a free push or a
Actually,
shove.
you get to call up the team that you bet on, and you get to push one of their athletes.
That sounds dangerous and exciting at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And then on the other end of that, the Texans, they don't even have to win the game. As long as they are close to winning, like within 9 points of that, the 9 spread, then you win if you bet on the Texans.
What if the Texans win by 9?
You still win if you bet on the Texans.
What if the Texans win by 102 points?
Well, then you're going to probably kill yourself.
FanDuel or fuck.
Yeah.
DraftKings makes a lot of money if that happens.
Okay. And then over under, that one is just the sportsbook will put out a number, in this case for this game, 54.5, which means that you have to decide if the combined scores of both teams at the end of the game is going to be over that number, 54.5, or under that number. And then whichever you bet, if you're right, you win your money.
Interesting. Now I know everything there is to know about sports betting.
Yeah, so don't ask again.
What's a parlay?
All right, so a parlay, you know that meme where Simba is like sitting there with his dad, and he's like, everything the light touches is yours, and he's like, what about that shadowy part over there? And he's like, you don't go over there. Those shadows are parlays, and we'll talk about those later.
Oh my god, we'll do a video for that one. That was good.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll make a video for that at some point. I'll tweet it too because I'm comedy gold.
Yeah, you need to tweet more, Andrew. Everyone follow our Twitter at BetBathBeyond.
That's us, baby.
And follow me, Bathtub Ian.
Yeah, you're a clown.
Lace him up. Okay.
Bath clown Ian. Okay, so okay, let's talk before there's college football is listed here. Before we get into that, you want to talk about Prop Corner?
Okay, yeah, Prop Corner is a segment that will still workshop. No, I like Prop Corner. Anyway, I was going through this new DraftKings world of mine, and I wanted to see, because I am so on that next field goal prop bet that I'm doing for NBA, I wanted to see if there's something, similar or something else, So first off, there's some easy money prop bets that honestly everyone should bet on every single game, and like you'll just make money. Like it's
See, you say that, but we're two completely different kind of bettors, because I'm looking at our notes here and we're not going to agree on this stuff.
Okay, so the first prop bet that I want to talk about that DraftKings offers is, will there be a safety in any game? In any given game you can bet on is for the NFL, will there be a safety? Okay? You can bet yes if you're a fucking moron. And
No.
No.
The numbers support this. The numbers support this. No, you listen to me.
Hold on, fuck you. You listen to me. Plus 1150 for a fucking safety, which is
Those odds are great.
bananas, dude, ridiculous. Or you could be a normal, smart person that has an education and just bet no, because the percentages are there. Okay, there were, Andrew, 17. I looked this up. There were 17
I know you did.
safeties last season.
Okay? How many weeks were there last year?
17.
Oh, so there was on average one safety a week.
On average, there was one safety.
I'm just checking
per
if
week.
that math.
So here's the thing. You bet every single game, you're gonna win 99% of them, and make like you can afford to lose some.
Well, especially on plus 1150. Like if I bet $5 every week on this prop bet.
Oh my God, Andrew, you're gonna be throwing your money away. What are you
I'm
doing?
I'm not though, because what is the payout on $5 on plus 1150?
Can you just say $10 to make it just fucking normal?
Sure, we'll say $10. Let's say $10.
It'd be $115.
Okay. And if you're spending, well, that's not great. You need to hit on 2 of these.
I'm telling you, they're not great. So
I'm just saying on average though. I mean, so 17, I'd like to see that spread. Like if 17 of them is obviously on average 1 a week, but that didn't really happen. I would like to see how many weeks it did happen. Like if it only happened on 2 weeks, it's a pretty small margin, but I can't imagine that there was 7 safeties in 1 week and 10 on another week. Like it had to have been spread out some.
I think the highest for 2019, the highest safety week of that season, there were 3 safeties in 1 week.
Okay.
Which is honestly pretty nuts, but that means that just shows you that it's definitely not every week. Maybe like, and you know what it was too? most of them were in the first like half of the season when people are still like getting used to the texture of the ball.
Sure. The yeah, I'm telling you, it's a game of probability. If I am looking at has there been a safety in the last 4 weeks and the answer is no, and it hasn't happened, or the last 5 weeks and it hasn't happened, I might be tempted every once in a while to hit that yes.
So anyway, the odds for no safety depends on the game. So specifically the ones I wrote down because I'll definitely be watching are the Ravens Browns. No safety is minus 3,000. But another game like let's just say like the Giants, it had like minus 2,500. So I mean that's a kind of a big spread or like a big
Sure.
difference in the odds. So they must have like obviously a percentage for each team, and minus 2,500. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. That's not nothing. You can make maybe $10 or $15 if you put in 100.
Yeah, you should do that. Honestly, this would be a super fun game for us to play. Every week, you bet 100 that there won't be a safety, and every week I'll bet 10, and we'll see who has more money at the end of the year.
I like that. I actually really like that, and it's also it might bankrupt me, but I'm very confident that there was only 17 safeties in 2019.
Yeah.
So
and you only lose 100 if you. I mean, what do you make? You make 15. So you need to win. What is that? So let's say you bet enough to make 20. So you have to win 5 weeks to be able to have a quote unquote free week. So if you lose, like you're not out anything, you're just out the money you've earned.
Right.
And for me to make it worth my money, if I do 10 each time, I have to win at least 2 weeks.
Right.
And then I will have won $80.
Yeah, my way is better. My way's better. Let's just say that.
Sure.
But a fun experiment. So we'll do that. The I team will investigate. Well, we'll actually bet it. But
yeah, we'll have to.
The next prop bet that I want to talk about, and this is honestly something if you want to get a little creative to parlay, is will the game go into overtime? Because they're pretty much the exact same odds. So you have yes, and that's plus 1050, which I didn't look this up, but I think there's a way higher percentage that a game goes into overtime than if there's a safety. Don't you think that there were more than 17 games that went into overtime last season?
That's actually a good question. No, I don't. I bet there were less.
So I tried looking it up, and then I quit like 5 minutes looking into it because it was just Google was not understanding what I was trying to.
Write that down in the notes. I'll look it up for next week.
Google was not trying to give me the right answers, so we'll put that on the I team for next week. But so basically the same odds: yes, plus 1,100 or so, and then no minus 3,000. However, Andrew, you parlay these two. Those odds. So if you put no, there's not going to be a safety, and then you also parlay that with no, this game will not go into overtime. I mean, those are pretty good odds. Yeah, those are pretty good odds.
Oh yeah.
It's slow and steady wins the race, Andrew.
And then I can bet that there will be a safety, but that there will also be a tie.
Dude, you'd make tie if you bet that there's going to be a tie. So
I think there have been 3 ties in the last 2 years. I think that's it.
Yeah, and even that was super high. So a tie is if no one scores in that overtime quarter, then there's not an additional overtime. That's a tie.
Yeah, they'll just call it because football is dangerous.
Yeah. Also, something cool that I saw that DraftKings offers is you can predict how much a team is going to win. So kind of going back to the spread talk, if you think the Chiefs are going to win specifically in a region, so like 7-12, you actually get more odds on that. Like you get a favorable odds because -9 on the spread, all the Chiefs have to do is win by 9 or more, right? So they can win by fucking 14. It doesn't matter. You still covered. However, in these prop bets, you actually have to get inside that window. So like there's a 1 to 6 point window, a 7 to 12 point window, a 13 to 18 point window, and I think it goes up to 43. And then after that, it's like 43 and over. will this team win by 43 and over? And those odds are ridiculous. So if you think that the Chiefs are going to win by a specific number, like 14, 2 touchdowns, you're going to want to bet in that 13 to 18 point window for those favorable odds.
Can you parlay that with like if you bet the spread and then also have the winning margin?
I don't think there are certain bets that it won't let you parlay.
Right.
I think that's one of those combinations.
Interesting.
The forbidden combinations, as we call them.
All right, I'm excited to make those bets. We will talk way more about those, like watching the game live on Thursday this week, and you guys will hear that in the next week's episode. Do you want to move on to our final segment?
Our final segment, yes. So we are opening up a call line, okay? Now, this call line is for anyone out there that feels like they have a hot, juicy tip to spread with the rest of the world, okay? So I'm about to give the number out. We're going to advertise this on all our social media pages. We want people to be calling in and leaving voicemails on this call line, and Andy and I will go through, and we're releasing now twice a week starting next week. So every episode we'll listen to the voicemails and we'll pick the ones that kind of stand out. You're also going to get a reputation. So if you're calling in every single time and you're just giving dog shit picks, you're not getting picked. You're not getting picked. Only Andy and I can do dog shit picks because this is
That's
our
true.
podcast, which we do.
And we've earned that right through years and years of shitty betting.
Right.
You think you can come in here and bet shitty one time and get recognized? Ridiculous.
You're fucking out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The only people who can bet shitty is us. That's it.
And you'll learn. You'll know.
So just, be aware that your reputation's on the line when you call in. But the number, okay, I'm about to give the number out, is 312-600-5460. Again, that number is 312-600-5460. That number just kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it, Andrew?
Sure.
No, I mean, Google Voice gave me like a list, a bunch of like available numbers.
Did you sit and say them a bunch of times just to make sure it sounded right?
Yeah, well, that number kind of rolls off. 312-600-5460. Name a better number. I mean, I think I think we just hit the jackpot.
Shit. There's a one for a carpet cleaner. It's really catchy.
Oh, 1-800-588-2300 Empire today.
Yeah, exactly.
God
no
damn
free
it.
advertising.
Those are our sponsors for today's episode.
So we do have a caller, like our first voicemail.
Yes, we do. So we have one voicemail that we will share to you guys. Okay, he has a pick for college football. Okay, he sent it in. It's 2 fucking minutes long. 2 fucking minutes.
That's a long one.
That's too long. So rule number 1 for the call line: keep it under a minute. Okay. That's
keep
the
it
only
under
rule
a
for
minute.
that's the only rule for now. But we're about to play it for everyone. You're gonna want to get your pens down because write this hot tip down. Unless it's dog shit. Otherwise, then he can never talk on this podcast again.
I'm ready.
Hey, bad boys. This is your favorite D-Gen from Iowa, Rome. All right. Let's start with how fucking stupid Ian is.
Okay,
Pause.
He's out of here. No, he's out of here.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I like that.
Get him out of here. Demons suck his soul out. He's done. And that concludes the call line.
Honestly, if people would call it in and just said "fuck you" at Peacock, I mean that'd be all right. We'd play those. I'd pick those.
Okay, shut up. Okay, I'll keep playing.
I'm missing out on my D-Gen lock of the week. South Bama beat Southern Miss 32-21 last week. When I had them plus 13, South Bama that is, with 2 units on that shit. Also, I took the fucking over at 53.5, but that point-shaving son of a bitch, Steve Campbell down there at South Bama.
Pause.
This guy cusses way too much. For our
Well,
show.
I mean, Here's what I want to say. He's
Andrew,
already got the right idea, though. Fuck coaches.
Yes, bet
It's
commandment.
always coach's fault. Always coach's fault.
Bet
never the
commandment
players.
number 7. Are
6
we
or
at number
7?
6 or 7. Bet commandment number 6 or 7. It's always the coach's fault if the over/under doesn't hit. Always.
Yeah.
Also, language. Earmuffs for all you young viewers out there.
All you viewers under 6, just, cover your ears.
Fucking fucked me over with 53.
Jesus Christ.
Well, weird enough, it's 53.5 again this week against Tulane. But William Hill, at least what us D-Gens in Iowa have to deal with in our sports books, holy shit, has South Bama +9 again against Tulane, which I'm punching the fuck out of. And
Pause.
Okay, so that's the first
Okay,
bet.
so-
It took him about a minute to get to his first bet tip, which is South Alabama +9.5 versus Tulane.
Well, I was going to say, he says +9, so it's +9.5 now. Did it jump up since...
It's gonna depend on your
Sure.
sports book. So, like he said, William Hill's in Iowa. I think it's 9 in William Hill. DraftKings has it at 9.5. Feel free to buy that at half a point.
Sure, yeah.
He said 9.
In
so
football, I'll say it's worth it, because in football, you want to avoid that push. It's super hard to hit those numbers right on in basketball. That's why I don't buy points in basketball.
true, very true.
I'm not a chump, but it's whatever.
I mean, you can buy points if it's the Mavs versus the Clippers.
There is a universe out there where the Mavs beat the Clippers. I just want that to be known.
God damn it. Okay, so +9. So +9. If you have 9.5, buy that half a point.
Too. But I expect that line to move closer to 10.5 by the end of the week. It is a Saturday night game. So the open line is about 11 right now. So I bet it's going that way. Bet. Anyway.
Laugh at his own joke.
What the fuck is he saying about 11 on the line?
I don't know.
This is going off.
He thinks it's gonna go up, like the spread's gonna go up, like they're gonna beat by more.
I guess.
South Alabama that good?
No, South Alabama is the underdog.
Oh, it's plus.
Tulane is the favorite to win.
Oh, are they that bad then?
I don't know, but he's got South Alabama.
See,
to win.
okay, here's the thing though. College football is crazy. Like if I saw a -11 or +11 in the NFL, I'd be like, that's a lot of fucking points. And I see that in college, I'm like, I have no idea like what I'm looking at.
Oh, I know because anyone. I mean, you could get fucking smoked in college
you
football.
absolutely can.
There's just such a wide variance of skill.
Oh, okay, let's keep going.
So lockdown on South Bama again. Even though, like I said, that fucking Steve Campbell is a point-shaving son of a bitch. God, I've had too much to drink already.
Pause.
On this fantastic...
Okay, you can't have too much to drink when you're sports betting. 1,
Oh,
2.
bet commandment number 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. When you're sports betting, you can never have too much to drink. But my other point is that I don't know who that coach is that he's talking about, but if you want to tweet us,
Oh, so you're saying you don't know
And
the head
defend
coach
yourself.
of South Alabama off the
No.
top of your head?
absolutely, I hardly know the coach of Alabama.
It's Will
That's a joke.
Muschamp, you idiot.
You're also a clown.
Go
If we
Cox.
could- Go, let's play.
Labor Day. Anyway, I saw you two idiots trying to fucking break dance at some wedding this weekend as well. Awful.
No need to bring my sister's wedding into it. Those snaps
I'd like-
were fire. I breakdance like a champ.
I'd like to say that I was not involved in the breakdancing and have absolved myself from all breakdancing allegations.
But I appreciate the effort. Anyway, I'm also keeping my eye on the Iowa State versus Raging Cajuns with the fucking stupid Cyclones at -11, which can't possibly fucking hold. Anyway, punch that. At least one unit. Go. All right.
Wait, Iowa State football?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that last one. He just said punch it.
Well, I mean, Iowa State football, I'm trying to think. I hate Iowa. Like, the Hawkeyes, they're terrible. Kirk
Right.
Ferentz, I hate their coach. I would never bet on them. So I always, if given the opportunity, would like to bet on ISU. but they're playing South Carolina.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, he said Raging Cajun, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, he did. He meant Cyclones. I mean, not Cyclones. He meant the
Yeah.
Hawkeyes.
Oh, he meant Iowa Hawkeyes? Well, that can't be true because they're in the Big Ten.
Dude, I don't know. Okay, here's what we're going to do, okay? First
We're going to
off,
have to make some rules about this thing. People got to be specific in their bets so I control them, okay?
Exactly. Okay, so Rome, we appreciate the call. It was our very first one. You'll always be known as our first call-in listener radio guy. Okay, but let's set some ground rules, okay? One, has to be under a minute. Has to be, okay? If your thing is over a minute, we're not going to pick it. Just not going to pick it. No way. 2.
Rule number 2, when you're picking, be specific in your sports book, the teams, and the odds.
Very specific. I don't want to guess. If I listen to the voicemail and I have no idea like what side you're picking, we're not going to pick it. It's out of here.
Number 3, if it's legal, bet us individually if you think we'll bite. Depending on the state you're in, we don't know if that's going to be legal. We'll talk with our teams and mull it over. But don't feel bad to send it in because I would have loved to bet some of you clowns on some prop bets.
That's good. That's good. Include your Venmo name.
Yes,
if you do that.
And your social security number.
Yes, and your social security number, and your address, and your mom's maiden name, and your favorite pet growing up.
And I think that does it. That's all the info we need.
Yeah. Again, that number is 312-600-5460. Call in, leave a voicemail. We'll pick the best ones for future episodes. Oh, and also rule number 4 or 5. We make so many rules, but who cares? It has to be a game that's going to happen in the future to when it airs. Okay?
Right. And no crazy futures. I don't want to hear about Super Bowl, the next Super Bowl.
Yeah, futures, bet commandment number 9 or 10, or 8 or 9 or 10. Futures suck.
I mean, come on now. Futures are how like you show your chops. Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
Get out of here, Andrew. Futures suck. If I want to bet on futures, I'll go to the stock market. I'll download Robinhood.
I think that's everything. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No. Hopefully that call comes through nice and crisp.
I liked it. I like it a lot.
It came through okay on your end?
Sounded good to me.
He cusses way too much, that Rome.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
See you fucking guys next week.
You know who we are? We're associates of your business partner, Marcellus Wallace. You do remember your business partner, don't you?
Now he wants to start talking. Go ahead when I'm walking. Face the lie that I'm hawking. No, don't want it, won't happen. Hope is a rock star. Those are and I'm full of lies. People will smile.
Looks like me and Vincent caught you boys